Hello, I'm your host for this first Thursday of September for Eclipse Chocolate Bar and Bistro. We are the storytellers of San Diego. I'm Mindy Donner. And here's what's new from our friends at Eclipse Chocolate Bar and Bistro. They have a bodega out in South Park as well, where you can get all kinds of significant and eclectic foodstuffs. And they have the best hot chocolate in town. They now have a soft serve bar, which I heard was decorated to capture the interests of children and adults alike. And what was particularly wonderful for me is they have a dairy-free offering made with oat milk. So we want to send you to South Park to Eclipse Chocolate Bar and Bistro, where they serve brunch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they're open most days with small plates and more. Our theme is Remembrance. I have always loved the title from Proust, Remembrance of Things Past. No, I had never finished that book, but I love his look at characters and the title itself. So I'll start us off. We have lots of wonderful friends coming on for this program, including some who are musical. And my story is called Where's Marie? I needed a job, plain and simple. And I did what I always have done, and at times still do. I broadcast that need loud and clear. I need a job. And the truth was, the rent was coming due. Now, somebody heard. That somebody was a friend of a friend and an acquaintance of mine. Now, Katie was part of a large, rollicking Irish-American family, and they ran an Irish bar, a pub, Cum Grill, in the financial district, San Francisco. Oh, I got the job. I was going to substitute for Marie, a career waitress who was gone, or going to be gone for 2 weeks on vacation. Heeding Katie's advice, I stopped in to see the place and watch her. Oh, I don't know about you, when I say the words Irish pub and grill, there conjures an image in my mind of a highly polished wooden bar, reflective, that's long and seems to go on forever. And that way, O'Harrell's did not disappoint. Plus, there was a jolly bartender. Now, I peered into the lunchroom. Oh, well, the lunchroom was glaring. The sun was coming in so strongly, and there were white Formica tables pushed together in a line, kind of picnic fashion. It was devoid of all charm, and there was Marie. Marie seemed ageless, timeless. I knew she was older than I, but she bustled about, and she was ministering to their needs, chatting, taking orders. The lunchroom action was fast and furious, and she had a salt-of-the-earth quality about her. She was short, very attractive, with coiffed, slightly bleached blonde hair. When I looked out at her clientele, I felt apprehension. They were burly. I don't know if they were tall or short or wide or narrow. They were burly men, construction workers all. Then the smell of the Chinese lunch special wafted in. Savory. I would like this place. When I came in for my maiden voyage the next day, I was clutching my pen and my order book, and as soon as I entered, there was a conspicuous silence. Then there was a synchrony of movement. First, the craning of necks, And then there was the crossing of arms. And I felt as if an indomitable castle were being built, and I was standing on the outside, swimming in the moat. Then the inevitable chorus of, "Where's Marie?" Yeah, where's Marie? Where's Marie? I'm Mindy. I'm taking Marie's place for 2 weeks or so. Silence. I went up to the first client and I started taking my orders. Now, the first few orders came in reading something like mini lectures. Yes, I understand. The meat never touches the potatoes. Yes. And, oh, the potatoes never touch the vegetables. I get it. And the vegetables should never touch anything. Yes. And there are never, ever onions on the plate, even for the hamburger lunch special. Yes, I have it all. And then I went and I put up my first few orders, and oh, if I thought the men were formidable, they had nothing on the cook. The cook glared out at me, grimacing. I'll never forget his white crew cut. And then he grunted something. I have no idea of what he said. But I came back in several minutes to check on my orders, and oh, that looked like my order there. And I put out my hands, and the plate was taken by another waitress. Oh, well, I'm sure that's my order there. Well, the order slips were nowhere to be seen. And I put out my hands, and it too was taken. The rest of the shift went that way. I was near tears. And the next couple of days didn't improve very much. Where was Marie? I needed this job. The rent was coming due. I would repeat that like a mantra once an hour. Now, I resolved to speak to Katie. She met me after my shift. Katie, this place is not like any other place I have ever worked in, and I have a quick fix for how to sequence the orders and get them matched up with the plates. And Katie looked at me without a trace of a smile. You're right. This place is not like any other place. O'Harrell's has been in business here for over 30 years. This is the way we do it. You must fit yourself to it, to us. Thank you. Miraculously, in the days to follow, I picked up speed and I was able to get the orders in and out. And, well, I began to acknowledge that O'Harrell's was much more than a lunch spot for these men. It was the physical container for the spiritual and fraternal bonds they made on the job and reinforced at lunch. They shared their sorrows, their joys, their hopes, their frustrations. And I served up the plates with sustenance and a smile. On my last day, one of the more affable men gave me a compliment. You did good. I could see you were really trying. Thank you. And some of the other men gave me half begrudging smiles. I thanked them. Even the never onions man. I saw Marie once more. I came back to pick up my check, and she came to me and asked me if her clientele were good to me. I said, yes, Marie, they were fine. And thank you, Marie. I needed this experience.